Hello, and welcome to the wrestling show, which you guys still haven't named, so I'm kind of disappointed in you. Now, I could talk about the draft. I could talk about how heel Bailey is finally hot Bailey. She's got that bad girl thing going, and she's finally actually good looking now. She doesn't have that stupid ass ponytail. But we're going to focus on All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, because I actually watch it every week, which most of you guys probably don't. All Elite Wrestling is actually good wrestling. It's better than WWE. And it actually focuses on a lot of young people. Though they have their older stars, like Chris Jericho, who may look like an out-of-shape truck driver, but he isn't. He is actually a premier star and the world champion of All Elite Wrestling. He can still go, but there's a reason he made his new finisher an elbow to the face, because he can't go that well. Then, of course, we've got Darby Allen, who looks like a skate punk and paints half his face like a skeleton. Well, he is a skate punk. And he takes good bumps. And of course, we've got Cody Rhodes there, who had to start his own company to become world champion. And he still isn't world champion. And you've got the Young Bucks, who need no introduction, because everyone knows the Young Bucks. They've been around for 10 years now, and yet they're only in their 30s. I can't say anything bad about the Young Bucks. I can't say too much good about the Young Bucks. They're known for super kicks. And they're known for super kicks. That's what they're known for. You've also got Dustin Rhodes, who was known as Gold Dust in WWE. He's a little older. He can't quite move as well. But then you've got the tag teams. And last week on the show, they focused on tag team wrestling. And you had the luchadors, and you had Jungle Boy, who is Luke Perry's kid. And you can tell he got to where he is by being Luke Perry's kid. And you had Marco Stunt, who was amazing. He's going to go far in the ring. He's like the new Spike Dudley. You can just throw him around. But All Elite Wrestling is like the total package of wrestling. It's got Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone and Excalibur, so they brought out the old guys to announce. They're like, we're going to get Jim Ross, we're going to pay him a lot of money. We're going to get Tony Schiavone, we're going to pay him a lot of money. We're going to get Excalibur, who I've never actually fucking heard of. Apparently he named himself after a sword. But we're going to pay Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross a lot of fucking money to come out of retirement and come announce wrestling again. And they're good, but we got to drag the old people out to announce. But I'd like to praise them for a few things. One, having a female referee at the forefront. That's a good thing. WWE still doesn't have a female referee on their main shows. They've got them in NXT, but they don't got them in their main shows. I like watching a female referee, because I like having something to look at during the main event. I can't look at the men. And a female referee actually gets in their face. She's like, damn it, you do what I say. Like a woman would. Two. What was two? The way they put their shows together, they actually try to compete with WWE. They have pyros, they have music, they have everything that would compete with the WWE. That would compete with WWE. 3, they have storylines. They've got the tag team title tournament. They've got a storyline going on between Jericho's faction, whose name I don't remember, and Cody Rhodes' little faction, whose name I also don't remember. I have a really bad memory. I smoke a lot of weed. And I smoke weed while watching wrestling, because it's the only way wrestling gets interesting. Especially WWF wrestling, because WWF wrestling is boring as fuck. The only people I'm interested in WWF is The Fiend and The Fiend. Right now, Bailey's hot. But All Elite, I actually am interested in. I like Jon Moxley on All Elite. He's willing to actually go hardcore. Dean Ambrose was so fucking boring at WWF. He was so fucking boring because he was like everybody else. He joked, he played around, he did all this other stuff. He wasn't a danger to anyone. As Jon Moxley, he's a fucking danger. He'll actually beat the crap out of someone. He'll use weapons. Last week, he turned on his tag team partner mid-match because his tag team partner told him not to punch someone, not to hit someone with a barbed wire baseball bat. And so he turned on his tag team partner and left the building as Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley is just such an interesting character. And that's what they have in All Elite Wrestling. And so that's why I'm dedicating this show to All Elite Wrestling and telling you to go watch All Elite Wrestling. And I'd like to say something else about All Elite Wrestling while I have time. Their women's champion is like 5'3" and is 90-some pounds. I don't even know if she's 5'3", but she's like 98 pounds. That is as big as my nephew. He is 9. So their women's champion is the same size as my 9-year-old nephew. But she can kick some ass. And then you've got the Dr. Britt Baker, who I want to see come out like the Doctor on Doctor Who. But instead she's like the Doctor because she was a dentist. So I'd rather see her be the Doctor on Doctor Who than the dentist, but whatever. So go watch All Elite Wrestling. It's actually better than Raw. It's better than SmackDown. It's fresh stars. You haven't seen them every day. Dean Ambrose is not Dean Ambrose anymore. He's Jon Moxley. He's interesting. Neville is Pac. He's interesting because he's this cold-hearted, evil son of a bitch who wants to kick everybody's ass. Cody, he's playing more of this character who's after gold. He's humble. He's really just this great wrestler now. And he gets to show his skills. As I said, their women's champion is this 98-pound nothing of a woman who's just phenomenal in the ring. Plus you got Kenny Omega. Plus you got Hangman Page. Plus you got the Young Bucks. Plus you got all these great tag teams like the Lucha Brothers, like Kazarian and Daniels. Go watch All Elite Wrestling. Wednesday nights, 8 TNT. I don't know when it's on in the UK. I know I got a lot of UK fans. I don't know when it's on in the UK. So go watch All Elite Wrestling. It's great.